Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And I have one question for you. What you gonna do, brother? You know, watching this McMahon documentary talking about Hulk Hogan and his WWE and his WCW era, it's got me thinking, hey, why don't we just open up a box of each, you know? So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna look at WWE version and WCW. We'll talk about it, discuss it, see what's going on from there, and we'll see what you think too. All right. So, right off the bat, we're going to go with this. This is going to be Series 96 with Hulk Hogan. On the back, it says, when the immortal Hulk Hogan needed a little help to fight off the likes of Big Bad News Brown and King Haku, he looked no further than to his trusty war bonnet. Once again, they're trying to get as many Hulk Hogans as they possibly can. They're hitting all the deep cuts. And so, one of the things, what they mean by the trusty war bonnet, we'll take a look at that here in just a second as we get ready to open this up. So without further ado, we're going to open him up. Looking at Hulk Hogan, look at those 24-inch pythons. It looks absolutely massive, but also look at that tone, that skin tone. Look at that. That guy hit the tanning beds pretty dang hard. And trusty war bonnet, let's take this bad boy off. So you can have him with his war bonnet like that. It's got the Hulk Hogan fist on there. Now, one of the things I do find funny is as I'm taking off his hat, he actually has like 2 strands of hairs. Like very, very Homer Simpson. I'm glad that they added that touch because, you know, a good comb over is what he really needed. If you don't want to wear that, you can wear his trusty Hulk Hogan bandana. As you can see, he's also got the license plate. Not too much of a difference than most of his other Hulk Hogan looks and that kind of stuff. But once again, how do we get it to where people will buy it? Because there's enough of a change to get it in people's hands. I'm a huge Hulk Hogan fan. It kind of gives me that nostalgia of back whenever I was a kid. So, you know, I'm here for it. I got a good deal on it, so I'm going to pick it up. What's he got accessory-wise? Well, he has the different hands. He has microphone hands. He has fist hands. Fist hand in there. He's got another hand right there. But then he also has this hand, so you can kind of do the little pose. So you can hear what the crowd has to say if you want to. Nothing too crazy. Basic yellow and red. I mean, that's Hulk Hogan. That screams Hulk Hogan from the day is long, you know? So very, very cool. Nice little touch. You can, like I said, take off his bandana, put on his war helmet. That's probably what I'm going to display mine in whenever I put him back here. And one of the cool things is that this right here, you know, I'm sure I'll get another Hulk Hogan that has something like that I'll have to display with that. And there we go. What I would like to see, if they're going to go all out like this, what I'd like to see is when Hulk Hogan had Pasta Mania, and we get a Pasta Mania Hogan. That would be kind of cool, kind of a deep cut. Not very many people knew that he even had a restaurant, so that'd be kind of cool. Anyway, he's only one part of this. You know, it's like a 2 for Monday. 2 for Monday. I'm going to set this stuff off to the side real quick, all of his accessories, and we're going to talk about this one. Now, this one, on the back of it, it says, well, let me tell you something, brother. Every Hulkamaniac knew that Hulk Hogan was the biggest force in WWE, but it sent shockwaves around the world. In '94, Hulkster debuted in WCW and challenged Ric Flair for the WCW Heavyweight Championship. Soon, Hulkamania was running wild all over WCW. So, as you can get from this is basically his intro into WCW. Now, obviously, this is pretty close to his actual attire when he formed the NWO and Bash at the Beach. That's why I'm wearing the NWO colors. I kind of figured that this is what I was wanting to do today. So let's open this bad boy up real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, once you get Hulk Hogan out of the package, first thing you see, he's got the cloth goods. Now, he doesn't have the terrible front to where it makes it look like he's tearing it. It's only got the one in the back, so you can take it off. But I love this because it's not his signature wrestling like you saw before. And apparently, his head comes off, and it's kind of weird. I have something in there, like they put a little tape in there, so it'll stick, because apparently this one doesn't have any strands of hair on the top, so, you know, nothing to hold on to it. So it's kind of weird, but there we go. Got it back on there. Now, you'll see here he's got his little weight, those little wristbands and stuff like that. Kind of only did that in WCW, but he also comes with this cool weight belt that says Hulkster on here. I'm going to go ahead and put this on him so I don't, number one, so I don't lose it. Number two, I think it adds a little something to it because that's how he would be coming out to. He'd be coming out looking like that. So once again, as far as accessories go, has Mike holding hands. He does have the hand so he can cup his ear and say, hey, what are you doing? Listen to the crowd, so on and so forth. You can pose him with showing off his sweet muscles if you want to. But even here, I want you to take a look. See the tan line or tan right there, as opposed to the other one. See a noticeable difference. They are actually trying to go away from this type of Hulk Hogan to this colored Hulk Hogan, and the reason why is because that's more true to form. So what they're going to try to do is recreate some of these wrestling figures to go into that mold. So don't be surprised if you see even more Hulk Hogans with the only thing that's really changing is the skin tone. Isn't that weird? I do like this. Once again, it's a little bit more unique. Has the cowboy boots on there. Also has the his actual like pants. Now, if you've seen the Bash of the Beach pay-per-view, where he turns from Hulk Hogan of good to Hulk Hogan of bad, this is close enough to be dangerous. It's not exactly what he wore whenever he came down, but this is pretty close to it. So you could kind of replicate that where he drops his leg right on Macho Man, sealing the fate of WCW when he forms the NWO with Hall and Nash, the Outsiders. So, what do you think? Are you a Hulk Hogan fan? Are you a Hulkamaniac? Were you ever a Hulkamaniac? Or were you coming in and you're just a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan or a Rock fan? You tell me, but I'm going to pick up as many Hulk Hogans as I possibly can if they're interesting enough. If they're too similar to what the other wrestling Hulk Hogans were, I probably won't pick them up. But I saw these two and I was like, man, I got to have them in my collection. Especially this one because sometimes on Target you can get them for like $13. Get a deal where you can, right? So this has been my review of the two Hulk Hogans. Please like, subscribe, have a good day, be nice to yourself, be nice to others, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.